Unscripted. I hope my audio is loud and clear with my new look. Guys, this is the new look, the new week. I don't know how it looks like. Loud and clear. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, guys. Thanks a lot, guys. Wow, wow, wow. Well, we're still new again to this platform. My God, it's been a while. It's been a while. It's really been a while. Man, this hair, where are you? You're not contending. I need you to straighten up. Give me a new face. Okay, this side. What? Which side is going inside here? Oh, could it be this side? Guys, I'm still new. I'm almost fresh again on this channel. It's something that I've let go for a while, but well, we've got to get started. This is where the tingle begins. It's a Sunday morning, Sunday. Well, not morning. Well, morning in the US or where? Depend. Here is 3 p.m., 3:05 p.m. Local Central Time, European Central Time. So, guys, well, welcome. Here we are. It's an unscripted episode. So here today we're gonna, jam heads together and discuss a little bit about what's trending, what's going on. Actually, yes, everything is possible. We just put everything on the table, and we keep ironing. So, guys, let's keep the ball rolling. Well, welcome, guys, to the show. This is a _Vico_Real space. So I'm back to base and glad to have you all here. Island Girl, thank you very much for being here for me. Yvette King. Kinch King. Kinch King. Yeah. Should be able to pronounce the name for the first time. Welcome to the show and the Sunny Adventure. Thank you guys for joining the show, better. Well, the numbers notwithstanding, we can, kickstart the show and let's see what goes on. So people that are not here, they can always rewatch. It shouldn't be a problem, but it's all about what is obtainable today and wherever the discussions is going to take us to. Then just feel free and put something on the table and we keep ironing it out. Yes. So we know what that is really invoked right now. Well, my mind, goes straight to the exploitation of Brian. Yes, it's a good thing that Marwa is trying to get them a place. Well, the house looks large enough for nuclear family, a bit of a family composition, uncles, aunties, and it's big enough to accommodate everybody. So it's a good thing that he's taken up this charity to build something that big for the small boy. So, but I think Brian should be about 14 years old. So for Brian to own a mansion is almost like a mansion villa. Who knows how many rooms it is? But I'm just looking at something that can actually contain the whole nuclear family, which is also something good, from mud house to a concrete house with a zinc roof, because the mud houses, some of them still have those that they use the leaves to make. But this very one now with the roof too, with the zinc too, it's something new, it's something modern. Everybody will want to experiment that. But after experimenting that, what future holds for Brian? My fear is about Brian. Hello, Muzungu Pebbles. Welcome to the chat. Thank you for joining the chat. Osuyemi Miro. Osuyemi. How are you, darling? Welcome. Sorry, let me see water. So what's really in stake? Google Prisha is cooking for grandma today. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Sorry, Tipos. No problem. We understand. Yes. So, Mozungu Pep Sonia, did you know I met this beautiful lady? Yeah. Tell them. And picture thinker as well is also here. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Tell them, Pebbles. Yes, we had some impromptu meeting, but it turned out good. It was a okay. Well, maybe next time we'll have a little bit of more time for ourselves and to explore things together. So what happened there is that the Brian, let's say, it's a young man that we don't know how his life, how this charity is going to help him. Indirectly, it's like giving him something on the table and using the other hand to remove it. And in the sense, what I mean in this sense is that this sort of name that they are peddling this sort of name as a title of each video, Brian the thief, thief, thief. But this is a minor growing up. And internet doesn't forget. When this guy grows up to become an adult, my God, this name, this tag is going to follow him for the rest of his life. And apart from his own life, he's also going to have a family, have children. And the children will be known. It's just like a Robin Hood. Oh, the son of the thief of the village, the son of the thief of Nyabu Hansen. So my mind comes back that what kind of a Greek gift is this? One hand, you give him a gift, and the other hand, you remove the gift and put stone in his mouth. And this is going to follow him all the rest of his life. We might just be looking at it lightly. And it's like the guy doesn't have a say. The family doesn't have a say. They only see a house that probably they never dreamt of having in their entire life. Now they have a house. But then, what about this name? Why do you keep on peddling this guy as a thief? And he's a minor, growing up with that sort of a name tag all over the internet, online, just because you want to give him a house. I believe donors should also voice out, should also caution Marwa to stop using this thumbnail, using this guy as a thief in his thumbnail. It's just not proper. I feel sad. I have goose pimples in me watching that, because that name tag, it's extremely heavy for a child to grow up. I think he's 14 years or so. He's still a minor before he can get to 16 years, 18 years, 20, 22 years. He married, suddenly becomes a Robin Hood, a thief of the village, just because he needs a house. I don't know, guys, if you guys agree with what I'm saying. I don't know how you guys see it. Yes, it's a project. He has a house, but I believe without captioning him thief in all the titles, in most of these titles, I believe the donors should be able to also help him. And the donors too should come outright and sort this out with Mora and said, yes, you met him as a thief. Okay, he came to a place to steal. But then, is he the only thief in that village? Guys, is he the only thief in that village? No. They're the ones, the bigger ones. The bigger ones go unsung. And hardly will somebody put any bigger thief in the village like that. So Marwa the thief, or this one so the thief, this one so the thief. And how come? Why this young boy? Because he has no defender, nobody to help him. Just relying on Marwa. And now, other ones, the others, from nowhere, they can also be thieves themselves, because they are trying to cash in on the story of Brian, either for their own channel to grow or to get something, part of this donation from them. They want to be paid as well. So I think they are the real thieves. The real thieves has resurfaced, and not just Brian. I don't know what Brian stole, but these are the real thieves trying to cash in on a minor just to have something, or to be known, or for the channels to grow. And the donors just keep looking away. They should come out and caution and say this should be the last people they are going to parade as people accusing Brian or of maybe once upon a time stealing from them. It's not fair. It's just not fair at all. It's not fair at all. This guy needs peace. He needs to grow up in a stable environment. He is a minor. This is a minor abused. A name tag that will go along for the rest of his life, and it will also pass to his generation. When he gets married, he has children. The children will also be identified as the children of the thief of the village, the Robin Hood of the village. So, guys, I don't know if I'm making sense here, but I'm just defending a defenseless soul, a minor, in particular a minor. A minor. He's a minor. Minors do commit this sort of small crimes. But the bigger thieves are there in the village. Why don't they call their names thieves and caption in all their titles thieves, thieves, thieves? They don't do that. And why suddenly this young guy? Why? Shouldn't be. Hello, Chip Choma, welcome to the house. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Welcome, Griselda. Hello, darling. Welcome, Griselda. How are you? Welcome to the chat. Thank you. Thank you for joining the show. Yeah. So let's see. Chrisella. Okay, Chrisella, now I add you as a moderator. I know you want to connect to. Okay, Chrisella, now you have the standard moderator, the blue jacket. So you can go ahead and help yourself. So guys, I don't know whether I'm making sense here. Yeah, the structure is there. I'm happy. Mara is bringing development to them, but not at the price of somebody's future, of a child, of a minor. For me, this is child abuse. Period. It's child abuse. Just joking with the future of this child. This child has no future again. It's a Robin Hood of the village. That name tag will follow him generation, 1 generation, 2 generation, 3 generation, just for the price of having a roof over him, a structure. But having that roof, will that change his life, or will that erase that name, or will that keep that name permanently with him as his identity? I don't know, but the bigger thieves are there in the village. So that's what I see there, guys. So, guys, well, today is just an unscripted episode. So if we have more to talk about, we will always say something and put something on the table, and let's run it. At least everybody is free to have a say here. It shouldn't be much, but just a small Sunday chit chat. And well, I enjoyed myself. I traveled. I was in America, in New York, the city of New York, for 12 days. And I had some good time there, some good pictures. But I see that people don't watch traveling and all that stuff. People prefer gossip forums, village shenanigans. I wish they could see things. People could, see a broader aspect of life in a different perspective apart from the village shenanigans that we talk about, because not everybody, follow the story. Not everybody that follows me follow the story in the village. Most people that follow me to the, international, outside, different time zones. So that's why sometimes I try to blend it with, stories outside the village, like traveling, like lifestyle and all that. Yeah, drama pays, drama sells. That is true. Drama sells. It sells more. It's well understood, and well, sometimes it's something different, because probably the other part of life, the lifestyle, it's something that they live within people, and the people see changes and how people go about it. But for us, we just continue to bring a little bit of diversity to what I'm doing, to like the village shenanigans. It's village shenanigans will always be there. There's no way that village is a telenovela village. It's never going to end. One way or the other, it will keep repeating itself. The story will keep coming back, but a different folk, a different strokes. They always have a way to bring something new to the table. It's like an entertainment circus. We thought we've seen it all. No, not yet. we still we're still on it. And after Brian, who knows who is going to be the next Robin Hood of the village? Who knows? Official Robin Hood. But then we know that there's Brian is not the only thief in that village. He's not the only thief. The only thing is that he's a minor. He doesn't have somebody to help him, to defend him. So the poor guy, even when they accuse him, they talk, he's just looking at them unconcerned, because it's like, what's the point fighting when I can't even defend myself? Who's going to defend me? So better keep my peace. Poor guy, may God help us. Yes, Yvette drama cells. That's true, Sonia. It's a challenge for all of us. Yes, that's true. That's true, Yvette. Yes. So Yvette said the time difference affects the watch time. Yes, that's true. That's true. And the Sonia said, Pebbles, I was just watching your latest video. Okay, yeah, I saw it coming up just when I was preparing for this live. And Yvette said, Brian has no mentors. Yes, he just have nobody. He have nobody. They believe him. They give him a roof and that's all, or maybe let him go to school. But then the stigma is there. Anywhere he goes to, even in the school, if something get missing, they will single him out first hand before other people. So it's not really a good thing that Marwa should portray him online 24/7. People are watching all over the world. It's the biggest stigma that you can stigmatize, put on a child of that age, growing up of that age with that name. It's never going to go away because internet doesn't forget. Internet doesn't forget. So it's going to remain part of his life, and it's not going to be a good thing for his future, because even if he wants to work with the government or even enter into politics, his name has already been written off. So it's a pity. I really feel sad for this young boy. I feel extremely, it's like I had a goose pimples. I had it the first time, and the worst was when these two boys came to say, oh, he stole from them again. And it was also carried as a caption. What a miserable world. Well, so Yvette said, yeah, Brian has no mentors. Yeah, that's true. And Chit Choma, Brian was asking Marwa about his school plans recently. A good sign. Yeah, that's a good sign if he's really prepared to go to school. Yeah, but I'm also afraid while in the school, if any small thing, even pencil or eraser get missing, that he will be the first to be accused. Because already it looks like he's a known thief from the internet, from everywhere, because we are not there in his village, but we are all far away. But we already know that one child, one minor has been tagged with that name in that village. And if something were to get missing there, it's just normal that somebody that is there could think, oh, was Brian here? Then let's hold him first. It's like profiling, because his name has been put out there. And repeatedly, not even once. Even if he had to do it that first one, well, even the first one was still bad enough. Talk less of a second one. Bring these guys here to rubbish him again. My God, that's extremely bad. So Chek Choma, yes, Brian was asking Marwa about his school plans recently. A good sign. Yes, that's true. And Eve said, I think boarding school would be better for him if he wants to learn. Yes, it will be better for him too. Yeah, but the stigma of that stealing is still there. If anything get missing there, guys, if you understand what I mean, anything get missing, because his name has been publicized as a thief, like a crown prince of stealing. It was the worst you can do for a child, to put out a child like that, a minor. I don't know. What are the social services in this in that country? Because they should be able to say, no, this is not right, because he's a minor, whereby the parents cannot protect him. The family, extended family cannot protect him. I think the state should be able to protect him. He belongs to the state. because he's a minor and with no mentorship from his family, no protection from his family, then I think the state should come in here. He's a minor. So even in boarding school, he's still going to go through the same. If anything get missing, somebody's not even pants. Should I say pants? Should I say t-shirt? Or should I say soap? Or even small cream? Or pencil? Or eraser? The first person to be hit will be him. This is the problem here, because the name is extremely publicized and, as a thief, which is really not good. So if I said, I think boarding school would be better for me, yes, that's true. I think so. And the check, really, yes. Just like the Mama Anna charity house. Yes, that's true. That's true. It's all about, gain. It's all about gain and nothing more. But while trying to make your own money to gain, why do you have to destroy another life? Because his life is completely, it's completely bad right now. It's not really looking good. It's not looking good at all. It's not really looking good at all. Okay, so Nixon, welcome to the house. Thank you for joining the show. Thank you. So check Choma Yvette. Yep, Marwa said money had finished. He piped up and said in that case, he was worried about school plans. Marwa said he has a sponsor for school. Oh my God. Marwa keep bringing story. I think he knows from the beginning where he's going to, because to abandon the sister's house and switch over to this side with full speed. So it's a lifetime, what should I say, adventure. An adventure to gain while bringing down somebody, because that person has no person to protect him. Papa Ann, Mama Ann was like that. And we saw the influence, the influx of how most people ran away, abandoned Marwa from after that Mama Ann house. Most people, they switch side because they saw things. Initially, it was a good project. Oh, nice project. Good. Oh my God, this guy is helping, the community is helping. Yeah. But later on, people begin to see that things are not really what it is. There's something going on. Then what can we do? What can we do? So people keep, they saw that there was something else. But this very one too, we're seeing a different thing here. The way it started, number one, it was completely on a rough note, because you cannot begin. You want to help a child by tagging him a thief. And I don't know why the donors don't even caution him and said, hell, no, this child is a minor. Every child, there is an age that children revolt, that they do bad things. That is part of developmental, pattern of a child, growing up. Probably maybe from the age of 10, from the age of 12, the mother wasn't there, only raised by grandmother. Grandmothers don't have that energy. They let go. They don't have the energy. And he went the wrong way. This is just normal. But it was just that he needed to be corrected. And that's all. He needed just to be corrected, and that's all. But yeah, somebody's out there to make money from it. So, and even if you want to make money from it, you don't need to keep on tagging him as a thief. That's my worries here. Don't need to keep on tagging him as a thief. Let go. So that his future, will not be built on the Robin Hood of that village. That's just my point, because I really, I don't know. I feel sad somehow. I feel bad about it. It's not supposed to have been that way. But what can we really do? What can we change? How can we change the situation if the donors cannot even complain and tell him, don't tag that boy as a thief again? Because if they were to do that, I'm sure Mura would have seated up. Yeah. But now, we don't know how it's going to happen. Well, let's see. Once the house is completed, if he can be sent back to school, if there's a sponsor standby to help him, and probably the sponsor too can also be having some conversations with him, try to mentor him, advise him that he doesn't need to steal and he was going to be there for him. He doesn't need to take anything, anybody, nobody. So he needs a good mentorship in that regards. He's still young. He can still change. He can still change. Children go through is an age that most children, if not well guided, the sweep side, they do the small, miserable, unthinkable things. It's a developmental pattern, with the children growing up. So we see that often. So check Choma, yes, Yvette, Maro said money had finished. Okay, I read that. But being away from the situation can cleanse his mindset. Yeah, that's true. That's true. He needs to be out of that place for a while, probably in a boarding school. And whoever is trying to sponsor him, I think the person should have a direct contact with him to mentor him, to talk to him the need to change and all that. So that's what I see there. But all the same too. I think some schools too, if the burden is too much, you can change the first name. You can drop that brand and take their local name. Because maybe most children in the schools that he goes to, they would have known him with that name, in which the name can become a burden. So to lift off that burden, somebody needs to be there to guide him, mentor him, and everything should be fine. That's what I see there. So if a headmaster from a good school can take Brian under his wing, yes, that's true. That's true. That's true. But somebody needs to talk to the headmaster too. Somebody needs to, if had money talks, and the Mayugno Flakes Mama Ann project. Yeah, that's true. They all benefited from Mama Ann. They all benefited from Mama Ann. Money talks. That's true. Money talks. It's just that sometimes you need to give people that direction. Said, hey, money talks. Do this, do this. So I think if the sponsors can take up that responsibility, to talk, have a link, with the headmaster of the school, and they tell them this is situation. We are now in charge. We want to help him, and we want him to be, well guided, at least to bring that difference in his life, so that at the end of the school year, he can come out a good boy. He can even go to the university if he's good enough. Why not? He's still young. Yes. Where is the army enlisted place? Wow. Which army is this one, Yvette? So Check Choma Marwa is a clueless. He even labeled the 14-year-old brand as a kleptomaniac. Yes. He's 14 years old. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking maybe 15 or 16. Yeah. 14 years, a kleptomaniac. But who is a kleptomaniac there? In that village, who is not a thief in that village? Let's be clear. Because this one is unfortunate because it has nobody to protect. And the other ones, they use the internet to defraud. So why label a child as a kleptomaniac? If there is a kleptomaniac there, we all know who those kleptomaniac are in that village, but not this small one. This small one probably just needed looking for small something to eat. Then you find somebody that suck people in thousands, and he will go free. Then a child that is just looking for a small something that he can buy bread to eat, he becomes the biggest thief, the Robin Hood of the village. This is just where I find it difficult to accept it. It's not acceptable anywhere. Hello, the charm. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining the show. Thank you. So, good morning. On my way to service. Have a great day. Okay. Here we have a 3:30 p.m. Central European time. Then you guys should be about 9 a.m. Okay, the charm, no problem. Pray for us too. We are here too. Our own churches here was over, so now we are here. So Check Choma Marwa was probably describing himself. Yes, it can be true. That's why I keep saying, who in that village can say is not a thief? A thief catching a thief. So what does it mean? Then who is going to be the judge? How can you come and single-handedly portray a 14-year-old before the whole internet, insult upon injury? day by day. You keep calling him thief, thief, thief. Bring one, two other rogues. Because I believe they are the real rogues. They are the real thieves. You brought them. And those ones start running their mouth against a small child. And the child is just standing there like this. Standing. It's like, what can I say? Who will believe me? Who is going to defend me? Man, I saw it. And honestly, I ran goose pimples on my body. I was, my God, nobody to defend him. A helpless child, a minor, 14 years old. 14 years old. Is there any person in that village that hasn't stolen from somebody, whether through the internet or through any other means? Well, it's like that, guys. What can we say? Well, today was a short one, guys. So we probably need to do another live again. But thank you, guys. Thank you all for tuning in. And I'm glad that you people tune in. Thank you. So we see you again in the next. Bye-bye, guys. I salute. Happy Sunday, guys. Bye. Signing out. And stream, Sonia, Chikchoma, the charm, Yvette. Thank you all. And well, I don't see much here. Nixon, okay. Mozungu Pebbles, yes. Criselda, yes. Osuyemi, well, and the picture thinker. Okay, guys. So time to sign out. Thanks a lot for joining the show. See you in the next. Bye.